Israeli forces killed at least 10 Palestinians in the occupied West Bank Thursday, according to Palestinian officials. The Israeli military called the attack a counterterrorism operation against Islamic Jihad fighters suspected of attacking Israeli soldiers. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to visit the West Bank next week. Joining me now to discuss these attacks is George Bisharat. He is a law professor at UC Hastings. George, let me ask you a question. I don't know if you heard the previous item we did about a U.S. attack on an ISIS leader, but Benjamin Netanyahu would say that this is the same kind of operation the U.S. is doing against ISIS leaders, going after terrorists, and therefore it's a legitimate raid. What's your opinion about this specific raid and if there was a legitimate reason for it?
Well, I have problems with an American raid on Somalia against people who are not imminently threatening American lives. But that's a very different situation anyway from what Israel is doing in the occupied territories. Israel has occupied the West Bank for going on 56 years. It is illegally engaged in a creeping annexation that's enforced by might. And the raids that it is committing against Palestinians and did over the last few days and has been doing for the last 56 years in greater and lesser degrees of intensity are all to enforce an illegal occupation. That's all about seizing land from Palestinians and settling Israelis in their place. And those are very, very different contexts.
And these attacks, do you draw a connection between the new government and this specific action? And what's your sense of the pace and change of operations like this going forward?
Well, it's an incremental intensification of what has been going on for a long time. Last year, Israeli forces killed nearly 150 Palestinians, including kids, including elderly people, including women. And that was under not this extreme racist, openly racist government, but under one that was characterized by many people as a moderate Israeli government. But all Israeli governments, Labor, Likud, whatever the name of the party and whatever the ideology they've espoused, they have all been committed to and have acted upon the commitment to take over Palestinian land in the West Bank and to settle Israelis in their place. Whatever force is necessary to whatever legal shenanigans are necessary to accomplish that aim, they're down for it.
What's your expectation about Secretary of State when he travels to Israel? The U.S. is asking Israel to give weaponry that U.S. has donated to Israel to help basically so the U.S. can transfer it to Ukraine. So there are U.S. security interests engaged in this visit, and yet this action took place right before the Secretary of State arrives.
Well, this is typical, right? I mean, you know, I'm sure people will remember then Vice President Biden's visit to Israel, in which they very audaciously and very conspicuously started a new settlement activity in the West Bank, which the U.S. government has always criticized. Never done anything about really effectively, but has always criticized and has acknowledged to be in violation of international law. I frankly don't expect, sadly enough, that Secretary of State Blinken will be any different from any of the parade of American diplomats over the years who have clucked and wrung their hands and expressed I mean it's like the thoughts and prayers that are offered here when we see mass killings, expressions of concern that have absolutely no impact on the ground.
George Bisharat of UC Hastings, thank you.
You're welcome.